So imagine, you could spend your lunch in a cubicle, or within 30 minutes, you could be here. For me, I think I'd rather be here. All right, starting here in Lowell at the JB Hunt corporate headquarters. Can you make it all the way out there on your lunch break? I think we can. Let's find out. So starting right here, let's go. We're aiming to go to Dixieland, or as it's known in Springdale, Chief Truman Brewer Street, named after the late police chief Truman Brewer. Really nice guy, by the way. He actually gave me a pair of motorcycle gloves when I bought my first bike. So I've always liked that guy. All right, on Chief Truman Brewer Street, we're heading south. We are going to make a left on Wagon Wheel Road. And from there, that's it. It's just one road. That's what makes this such an easy lunch ride loop. Part of my series covering excellent little riding loops and streets and routes you can take on a lunch break if you're at work somewhere in Northwest Arkansas. If you know of another place that holds a lot of people and a lot of people ride and like to go on lunch, let me know. I'll find a route for them too. This is Apple Blossom. We don't want to turn here. I'm already lost. We're aiming for Highway 264, or at least what used to be Highway 264. I don't think that this section that we're going to be on is still maintained by the state as a state highway, just the way it looked on the map. I'm sure you'll figure out why. It's not really used anymore. It's just local traffic only. So I completely understand why the state would write that thing off. That also means I don't know what kind of road conditions we're going into. I've never been on this part of the road, or at least not recently. Watch out for potholes and gravel and, whatever else might be out there that isn't normally there on a publicly traveled roadway. All right, we've made it. Wagon wheel. Turn here, not on the other one. There's only two roads, and I got half the turns wrong, so... Okay, well, it's just me here, so hopefully this goes fast. I hope it sees me. Can you see me? I don't see the little grate thingy on the ground. We might have to run this one. Sorry, Chief. Well, maybe this car can set it off for us. Let me move up a little. Yes. I grew up in Northwest Arkansas. I've lived here my entire life, and this place has changed completely. Everything about this place is different, and that's part of why I'm doing these videos. I want to find these little roads that people can jump on for an hour or 30 minutes and just get out of town for a minute, even in the middle of the craziness of Northwest Arkansas. I'm trying to reconnect with all of the old roads I used to know. I used to have all kinds of shortcuts up in my head, all kinds of back roads, and the problem is they took all my back roads and they turned them into main roads. And so now I got to find back roads again. But to be honest with you, that was some of the most fun I ever had as a kid. I mean, when I got my license, I was gone. I was just drive around, not even going anywhere. I had no destination. Of course, back then we didn't have GPS, so it wouldn't have mattered if I did have a destination. We'd just cruise, man. Just cruise the streets. Not getting into any trouble, not being stupid, just driving around. It was our way of getting out of the house, And back then, gas was like 85 cents, so... Although I made like $5 an hour, so it's probably all relative. I gotta say, so far, this is pretty nice. I mean, it's just one straight little shot, but It's better than being in the city, right? I haven't hit a stop sign in a while, a stoplight in a while. Nobody's cut me off. This guy might do it. No. I guess we are technically in a passing zone here, so heads up. But so far, no issues. Nice little T-bone opportunity right here if somebody's not paying attention, so keep a heads up on that also. They come off that road, they're probably not used to seeing a lot of traffic out here, so all these cross streets, make sure you are well aware. There's a lot to look at, but don't get caught daydreaming. Vanzant's Market. Okay, I've heard of this. I didn't know where it was. So there you go, Vanzant's Market. If you know where Vanzant's Market is, that's where we are right now. That makes me like this even more. Just roll through there and grab you a little snack on your break. This would even be a good ride for me. It takes me another 10 or so minutes to get here from Rogers, as opposed to starting from the office. But I think it would still be well worth it. It's been pretty nice so far. We got some cloud coverage. Nice little hills, gonna make me downshift. That's all right. I like a hill. Look at this. It's beautiful. There's a pretty decent little lake community out here, I would guess. I assume this area has access to the lake. I didn't do a ton of research on this. Well, there you go, Hickory Creek Park. So I bet you that's got lake access. Look, I was editing the video at home and I just couldn't help it. It was eating at me. What's at Hickory Creek Park? So I had to come back and check it out. This is a little bit later in the evening, but I just really wanted to come see what was down here. Again, this time I've got the DJI Mic Mini, but pointed down. I found just earlier today, there's my clock flashing again. Earlier today, I figured out that it picks up my breathing really bad. It sounds like I'm just huffing and puffing like crazy. Maybe I was, I don't know. I didn't think this was that much work. But I flipped it over upside down. I've got the little dead cat on it. We're gonna just see if the sound is any better this way. Hickory Creek Park to the left. I guess we're going left. Hickory Creek Park. Oh. There went the park. Oh, okay. This is where I almost crashed earlier. Let's see if we can do a little oopsie daisy and spin around and go see that park, huh? Oh, hey, look at there. Hickory Creek Park, 1 mile. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know this was down here. I had no idea. Huh. Truthfully, I have never been here before. I'm quite sure. One way. Does that mean I can't go this way? It doesn't say not to go this way. It just says that that's one way. Oh, there's the boat thing. I think that's one way. Honestly, I didn't know this was here. Seems like everybody else did. This place is packed. Wow. All kinds of boats. Well, looky there, man. See what you find when you just turn left instead of right? A whole lake. That's crazy. Alright, anyways. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm glad I didn't pay for that, though. That really wouldn't have been worth it. Because I didn't do anything. I don't even own a boat. This is like a land jet ski. Does that count? That's twice I've seen that deputy now. Let's get out of here before it's a third time. I don't have any plates on my bike. It's perfectly legal. It's like 90% legal. I still have like 3 weeks to get tags after I bought this, but I'm probably supposed to have the paperwork on that with me, and I don't. On account of it's in my windshield pouch, and my windshield's not on the bike. So I'm sure it would be fine, but I'd rather just not try it. The road formerly known as Highway 264, I don't actually know what its name is now. I haven't seen a street sign. It's one of those kind of areas, you know? You know, I used to be in band in junior high, but there's a thing we do in band called sight reading, when they hand you a piece of music you've never seen before, and you have to play it right off the bat, just knowing what you know about music. To me, riding roads like this, it reminds me of that. This is sight reading a road right here. I've never been on a road. I don't have GPS up in front of me. I am just reading the curves of the road, the signs that they give us, and that to me is the purest form of being on a street motorcycle like this. It's just so much fun. It can be a little dangerous, so, you know, just make sure you don't outride your own abilities. We got a roadblock up here. See if I can just coast around. Don't worry about me. Enjoy your lunch. I'm not out here trying to ruin people's lunch breaks. I'm trying to enhance lunch breaks. Sorry. My bad, guys. I'll be back in a minute though, so don't get too comfortable, because I'll be right back. I'm not chasing you. You're just going the same way as me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the road in the very literal meaning of the words. So I don't know where 264 went originally. I don't know if it was just a little bit longer and they cut it off, or if this was always it and it just stopped at the lake. I don't know. But it's kind of cool. So imagine, you could spend your lunch in a cubicle, or within 30 minutes, you could be here. For me, I think I'd rather be here. That's a pretty nice little view. Oh no, they're back. I'm sorry, boys. I told you I was coming back. I told you. Let me slow down. You're okay. I'm not trying to mess with your dinner. I'll just coast, all right? You just do what you're doing. I need that guy to move. You're okay. You're all right. Don't run. Don't run. Sorry. I really hope that was a good take down there at the lake, because I didn't stay very long. But I wasn't, I didn't want to bother the guys that were trying to fish. I had originally planned on hanging out there for a minute, but see what I mean about sight reading the road? Watch out for yield signs. This is a great little road. If you're having a rough day at work, man, I don't know how this wouldn't fix it, or at least help. It definitely won't make it worse. Look at this view. I mean, man, this looks great, huh? You could be here instead of in your office. I'm just saying, it's a tough argument to make. I'd much rather look at this than a cubicle wall. And I'm not talking about all the time. I work a corporate job. I get it. I'm not saying the job is bad. There's a lot to be said for a nice corporate job that's in the air conditioning and is stable and reliable most of the time. Corporations get a bad rap a lot of times in the media and in the news, but there's, for every person that gets laid off, there's 1,000 more that have never had anything like that happen to them, and they've had their family provided for by a nice, stable work environment that gets them home at 5 o'clock to see their kids. There's not a thing in the world wrong with that at all. I'm just saying, get the heck out of there for lunch, man. Because this is nice. That's all I'm trying to say. We start rolling back into town just 10-15 minutes later. There's a bunch of roads out here like this, and I'm on a mission to find them all just for you. So stay tuned, keep watching, Please subscribe and like and do all the YouTube things. Help me out here. If you got suggestions, I would love to hear them. Complaints, I would love to hear them. I'm very new at this, so if there's something I can work on to improve, please let me know. I want to make the best videos that I can, and I want everybody to be able to enjoy them as much as possible, so don't suffer through something that you hate if I can fix it. This last little stretch home here, coming off that beautiful ride, heading back towards the office. These clean, empty straightaways. It's the perfect way to reacclimate back into the workday, come back in fresh, deal with that crazy email you left sitting there. All right, our one turn of the trip, Chief Truman Brewer Street. I made it this time. Folks, welcome home. Right back to the office after our quick little lunch trip. Now, I'm not going in here on account of it's a Saturday and I don't work here. But if I was, and I did, I guarantee you I'd be in a lot better mood after that ride we just went on. Overall, awesome ride, awesome little ride. That was really fast. I'll have to look at my watch later to see exactly how long that took, but I mean, that couldn't have been more than 20-25 minutes out and 20-25 minutes back. Very nice little run. And I mean, you can see we've gone straight from the corporate office to the lake in 30 minutes, man. Get out of your cubicle for lunch. Get out and have some fun. Reset your day. It'll change everything, man. It'll brighten your whole day. Where do you guys work at? Let me know in the comments below. I'll find a route for you to go on. And who knows? Maybe we'll ride it together. Maybe one of these Saturdays we'll build this community up enough and we can have ourselves a few little events and rides and things. So please follow along. Give me all the tips and advice you can. Any questions, comments, suggestions, love, hate, whatever, man. Let me know. Oh, I did not know there was a left turn only. That's a bummer.